We look forward to having you join us each morning as we discuss trending news and issues affecting us, as we celebrate good news and laugh a little each day. Let's get into the trending news of today, Thursday, 13th of May, 2021.
Let's do it.
Charles, did you have power in your house yesterday?
Okay, we are starting with that.
Yes.
All right. I didn't have light for two days. Yes.
Oh, but they say there's a breakdown in the power grid.
Yes, I
heard
national breakdown in the collapse of the gridlock, and already TCN has said they are investigating the issue.
Okay.
But the thing is, this keeps happening. It happens from time to time. So, have we not conducted investigations before? What is the fault? Why does it keep happening? And what has been done?
Those are mighty questions. Because if we look at the power issue, really, I honestly, until I went and saw the headlines late last night, early this morning, I just took it as same old
story.
You know, so sometimes you don't even know if it is your feeder in front of your house,
exactly,
if it is the transformer in your neighborhood,
or if it's a general problem.
It was actually a bit comforting to know that okay, they've been able to say this is the problem and we're investigating. So I think that's a plus. I want to hope that's a plus, and
I hope so. I want to believe it's a plus, because now we are going deep into the rainy season, and you know this happens consistently in rainy season. I hope it's not going to be the same story. I remember somebody said, I don't know what NEPA, sorry to use NEPA, I don't know what NEPA and rainy season have together.
I've heard that before.
Okay.
Viewers, can you please call in and let us know your thoughts on any of the headlines we're discussing this morning?
Do you have power in your area? For how long?
I didn't have power. I didn't have power. I got home yesterday and I was told, oh, there's been no power since the morning, and I'm just like, normal.
Okay, yours is just
when they bring it, we see it. But now they're coming out to say, oh, there is a problem, and we're looking for what the problem is, and we're going to try and fix it. I think that's what they're
rectified, because mine came back.
Okay, so that's good news. Mine came but was half correct. So I just said, oh, the problem is still being rectified. So now, on a bit more sober note, the Christian Association of Nigeria is calling for a 3-day prayer
and fasting
fast.
Majorly concerning the security issues in Nigeria. I think it's gotten to the point where we take the prayers very seriously, because can just calls for these prayers, and I think sometimes we take it lightly. Even Church of Nigeria from time to time calls for fasting and prayers, and most of the time the nation is the main focus. We need this prayer, but I think more than prayer, we need to do something. I don't know.
You know, so two things come to mind. There's somewhere in the Bible where it says, if my people, which are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray and turn from their wicked ways.
Exactly.
Oh, so we have a caller.
Okay.
Lois from Abuja.
Morning.
Good morning,
I'm Lois. And I'm calling you from Kubwa.
Oh, you're very welcome, Lois.
Thank you very much. It's been bad in our area. There has not been light.
Oh.
For how long, Lois? For how long?
Like, it's been days now.
Wow.
So even before they said the grid had come down, some people have not had power.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for calling in.
All right, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, so
like I was saying, sometimes we don't know if somebody took the transformer away.
So is it safe to say that the collapse in the gridlock is for those that actually gets power.
Some power at some point.
Okay.
We really cannot say. So, but back to the National Day of Prayer.
Yes.
And that's the thing. If in James, I think James 2, it says that show me your faith by your works. Exactly. You don't say something and pray something and go out the door. I heard something one day and it's shaken me for years. The person said one of the single greatest causes of atheism in the world is Christians. We profess something from our lips and go out the door and do the complete opposite. He says that's what an unbelieving world finds unbelievable. So as much as I encourage everyone to pray and fast if you possibly can, because we cannot take out the power of prayer in the life of a believer, at the same time we should check ourselves.
Exactly.
And allow the prayer to settle in and change us first and then change our world.
It's true. And taking a cue from that, you know, we the ones that are not in position to do something or cause a major change, we can only pray, but we cannot cause a spectacular effect that people will see. But what of those? We have Christians, many Christians in government offices and positions, corridors of power. They should pray also and do the work. Somebody said if Christians are proactive enough, Christians in power, in government offices that are proactive enough, we shouldn't be having some of the issues we're having today. We shouldn't be crying wolf. We shouldn't be belly aching over Fulanization or Islamization of Nigeria. Because somebody said, where were the Christians when the Constitution of Nigeria was formed, when it was formed? Because the argument is the Constitution doesn't favor doesn't favor the Christians.
You know, I just remembered the story that was shared with us yesterday about the 8-year-old who was left with a nanny and converted her in the space of a weekend. And I'm saying, why should we be afraid, really? If yes, the people in government, the Christians in government have a role to play, the individual has a role to play. And if we work in synergy and stop saying nasty things about our country and about our leaders and actually pray for those in power and support them with our statements, then we trust God for a better Nigeria.
Okay, I'm not against praying for those in power. I'm not against it, but I want those in power to recognize that there are people praying for them. There are people praying for them, but you have to allow God to change your heart for you to cause major change. Going to the places of power shouldn't be for your self aggrandizement or for. Okay, let's move on.
It should not be for hammering.
All right.
Okay, so let's talk about the judicial strike that is ongoing. I think the headlines this morning across newspapers is saying they intend to continue their strike.
Yes, they are.
Can we talk a bit about striking in Nigeria? I've wondered ever since I was this high. Different groups in Nigeria have gone on strike for different reasons. And I ask if it's effective. Why do we keep doing? Why, you know, it's like every time something happens, everybody goes on strike, and then after a while they say, oh, we've resolved, and then the same group of people go for another strike. And then we have Titi joining us from Kuje this morning.
Okay,
Titi, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, can we hear from you?
Okay, right now there's no light in Kuje. Anytime it rains, like it will take 3 days for them to sustain the light. So I think it's bad.
Yes, it is bad, and I wish it can be addressed also, you know, you were saying that when the rain comes, it's like there's beef between the power holding companies and rain. Thank you, Titi, for joining us this morning. Thank you. I think she's gone.
So we're talking about striking. You know, these days, or let me say for younger ones, when you hear strike, you remember ASU.
I'm telling you, ASU kept some of us at home for a long time.
Yes.
You know.
Yes, so but I think they see
their own strike now.
Yes.
What are they fighting for exactly?
Report says they want some sort of freedom from the government. They want some sort of autonomy.
But they are
not relenting. They are not backing down because they want the government to listen to them and all that.
Yeah, they are supposed to be independent, financially independent from the government, really, but to be effective.
Yes, not just financially. When they have the government, maybe some notable officers in government, you know, breaching court pronouncements, court judgments, and all that, and you hear some cases of the executive government, you know, trying to manipulate and you know, just find a way to come into the judiciary and not allowing them to really exercise their exactly. So this is what they are fighting against, and I think it's a good one.
I think it's a good one. Yes. It says that the Accountant General of the Federation should be able to deduct from source the judicial allocation, and I think that's a fair enough.
Yes, yes.
It's a reasonable request.
A very reasonable one.
Now the question is, I hope they will not strike about this same issue next year, because it is in the Constitution. It's just for them to implement what is on paper in practice.
I think if the issue is resolved, there will be
I pray that
there will be need for strike.
Now streaming is on a sports set. We cannot leave the headlines without talking about sports. Exactly. Arsenal, Chelsea. Gist me, what happened yesterday?
Okay, what is it?
What happened?
About Chelsea lost at home. Chelsea lost at home to Arsenal.
So explain it to me the way you would do to a 3-year-old. Chelsea was in their house.
Okay.
Abi?
Yes.
Arsenal came and beat them in their house.
No, it's not like that.
Okay, Arsenal was in their house.
No, wait.
So, tell me now, how is it exactly?
It's just
you said somebody was at home.
Yes. It's just like when you're playing with your kid and probably you're doing wrestling. Okay. And you allowed your kid to win.
But inside whose house?
Inside your house, of course.
So Chelsea was in their house.
And allowed Arsenal.
And they allowed Arsenal to come and beat them in their own father's house.
That's exactly how I will put it.
We have a caller, Kenneth from Abuja. You're welcome to the show.
Morning.
Good morning, Kenneth.
Okay, good morning, man. I'm following your program.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
We're
Kenneth.
happy to hear that.
Okay, about yesterday's Chelsea Arsenal results.
Yes, please.
I think we like the results.
I
think you're a Manchester United fan, Kenneth.
Why Manchester United? Hello? It was Chelsea and Arsenal that played.
You will not understand the rivalry that goes on between.
Can you let us know what team you support, sir?
Hello?
Hello, I can hear you.
Okay, I think yesterday the whole area was calm.
Okay.
There was no noise from Chelsea fans.
Oh.
We enjoyed the match and we like the results of the match.
Are you an Arsenal
Thank you very
fan?
Much. No, I'm a Man U fan.
Oh my God, I said it.
So how come you're happy that Chelsea lost when your team didn't even play? Explain to me, please, sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Did you hear my question?
Can you explain why you like the results?
Because, like I said earlier, the area was calm because we noticed every time Chelsea wins their matches. Everywhere will be so noisy.
Oh wow!
There'll be distraction.
So, are you sure?
So
Chelsea people are noisy people. Thank you so much for calling in. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, ma.
Yes.
You know, Chelsea Football Club, I think, has one of the major fan base in Nigeria. They have,
really?
Their is actually large, like that. But the rivalry between Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, especially Manchester United and Chelsea. That is why you see somebody like Kenneth calling in to support the exactly. Yes, because in the Premier League table right now, of course, Manchester City has won the cup already by mathematics. Their points, nobody can reach their points again, so they already awarded
I
Premier
heard
League
that football
champions.
is a tricky game, that somebody can come up from nowhere and still, as long as it's not over.
It's no longer possible. They are already crowned champions. Yes, but in the second position is Manchester United, and Leicester City third position, Chelsea fourth. Had Chelsea won yesterday, they would have been in third position. I think 2 points below, would have been 2 points below Manchester United. And any slip from Manchester United would have given Chelsea the chance to come above them. So you see the reason why
that is why somebody will be happy.
But talking about the match yesterday,
about the actual match, explain to me.
You know, one will wonder why a certain Arsenal who have performed badly throughout the season will beat Chelsea. Now, football, like you said earlier, is a bit tricky, right? Yeah. I think this is the second time they are meeting this season, and I think both have ended in favor of Arsenal. It happens. A team at the bottom, of the table, can win the team on top of the table. It happens.
So, but what happened yesterday night? Because I'm hearing that it was kind of Chelsea's fault that Arsenal won.
Okay, coming to that,
there was an error somewhere.
Coming to that, was a defensive error. It was a miscommunication from the defenders to the keeper. So there was an error in passing, and the keeper trying to save the ball was left open for Arsenal to pounce on. So that was the only real chance that Arsenal had, and they utilized it. I gave them.
You can't blame Chelsea then. Chelsea? Arsenal saw an opportunity. They grabbed it with both hands, and they won.
That is why I'm telling you, it's like fighting with your kid. It's like fighting with your kid. But I'm sure Jide and Wale will do better analysis on the error, because there's an argument that one of the defenders of Chelsea, Kozuma, and the other one, the defensive midfielder, Jorginho. Some people blamed Kozuma, some people blamed Jorginho, because Kozuma passed to Jorginho and Jorginho passed to the keeper.
What he should do.
Yes. Now, the trick is Kozuma puts Jorginho in a very pressured situation. He was surrounded by 3 attackers of the Arsenal
and there was nobody to be with him.
So under that pressure, he just passed the ball, not knowing the keeper was in another direction. So. But that's football. We love it like that.
It's also life. If you're in a team, watch out for everybody on your team, and don't assume anything.
let me just chip this, that somebody like Kenneth, the Manchester United fan, should remember that Chelsea is in FA Cup finals. Chelsea is in Champions League finals and have a very good opportunity to win this.
So he shouldn't be extra excited yet.
So much. I think Chelsea fans have every reason to make noise.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
So a quick recap. We talked about the nationwide blackout and the investigations going on
TCN
with TCN, which is a good thing. Please don't forget to fast if you can. Oh, we have a last caller, Benga from Abuja. Mr. Benga, you're welcome to the show.
Hello?
Hello.
Welcome, Benga.
So I want to comment on this Arsenal and Chelsea football.
Speak up. Can you speak up a bit?
Can you please speak up a bit?
So, are you hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
It's better.
Okay. I'm a Chelsea fan.
All right. How would you describe the match yesterday?
My comment is that we Chelsea is there for. So it doesn't mean that we don't go for top 4. And we are going to carry. So for us to beat Chelsea in our home, matter.
Okay.
Just want to prepare for the Champions League final.
Okay.
So that's my comment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Benga. I think that's a brilliant attitude to take. Like, they are not seeing it as a loss. It doesn't matter. They're going to win. Any which ways, they're going to win.
Yes.
According to their fans.
According to him,
I don't have any.
They still have a real chance of winning.
I don't have any club. I'm Team Mojisola.
they still have a real chance of winning Champions League, according to him.
Okay,
yes.
So that's a good attitude. So please, like I was saying, let's not forget to pray for our country. As we pray, let's allow the prayers to settle in us and start a change and a movement in us. If the individual chooses to do the right thing, eventually it would filter up all the way to the top. Yeah. So that's holding on the 28th, 29th, and 30th of this month. We hope that the judicial union is able to get their needs met.
Exactly. And we hope there will be lasting resolutions so that they will be free.
Yes.
They will be free to do their judicial work.
Yes. So that's all the headlines we can take this morning. We hope you had a nice time with us. We shall be going on a break now. When we return, Jide and Wale will continue with the Sports Hour show, and they'll be able to throw more light on what happened last night.
Exactly.
Please stay with us. We shall be right back.
Thank you.
Thought about having a shot. Take it on now. What a goal! Sky high quality from Luka Modric. Just when his side needs to his name. And Maddison. Oh, that's glorious! That is more than special from James Maddison, who lifts Leicester to a... И еще один удар! Это гол! Вот это Коринтен! Толисо! Master J. Now the shot comes in brilliantly! James Rodriguez! A new superstar at Goodison Park! This game, plays the pass to Barkley. Barkley now, will he pull the trigger? He will! Ross Barkley with the winner in stoppage time! 4 out of 4 at the start of a top flight. Put in there, went over. Come back for Kimmich. Lovely goal. And fine have one back. Through Joshua Kimmich.
I can hear you.
Well, Hoffenheim very...
I'm still seeing Mojisola here.
And again, Harry Kane!
Okay, thank you, Mojisola, for that wonderful headline this morning. So, viewers, this is a bright and shiny day in the nation's capital city
and the Czech Republic, for that matter. Is that shot comes in?
Edition of your favorite sports show, the Sport Hour, being live to you from the Advent TV and Network and Nigerian Television. Good morning, viewers. I am Olawale Ayeni. As usual, we'll be bringing to you event that has happened, that is happening, and that will happen in the world of sport. My co-presenter Jide Olusola is a bit under the weather, but we are having in the studio a big fish from an Nigeria International. But for now, we go for a short break, and when we return, I will introduce our very music start of the show. And welcome back if you're just joining us at this episode Sport Our Show. Again, follow us on our social media handles and join their colleagues and join their colleague in the handles and the phone number are on the screen. So I guess today is no other person than the Super Eagles team coordinator and also his the Bauchi State FA chairman.
Striking chance, James! What a rocket!
Good morning,
Reece James restores Chelsea's lead with a stunning finish.
I'm fine. Yeah, so basically we're talking about
incredible!
Okay.
What a goal from Manuel Lanzini, and the most unlikely of comebacks from West Ham United has happened.
So this is where we draw the curtain for this program. Hope you enjoyed every bit of it today's show. So we'll come your way same time, same station next week. So enjoy the rest of the day and have a pleasant weekend ahead. I am Olawale Ayeni. Bye bye for now, and God bless you.
That one at the end. Okay.
Oh. You don't want to do the general election?
Which one is not election?
Yeah, they can sit now for executive for North East.
This is the future.
The elephant said we're telling the landing them money to argue. Now 2 people died. Our side had.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, 10 is the future.
Put MON on his name after party pastor. MON. Yes. Member
of the Order of Niger.
The Order of the Niger.
National order. No, big one.
Just like this.
Capital letter, everything.
Like okay.
Yes.
We'll get to it. Alright, because we're ready. Alright, get ready. We're going now. Thank you so much for coming, everybody.
Bless you too.
Can they silence them?
Jide, where is Jide?
Finally to deliver. Deep into the back post, it's gone all the way through. It is quite stunning.
Okay, there you go.
Away well, and Usain Bolt now trying to catch him, and now Bolt surging to the lead. Stung by the shot. Sergei Lebedev. The Chesney claws it away.
Thank you, Mojishola, for that wonderful headline this morning. So, viewers, it is a bright and shiny day in the nation's capital city of Abuja as we welcome you to yet another edition of your favorite sports show, Sport Hour, beaming live to you from the Advent Cable Network and Nigerian Television. Good morning, viewers. I am Olawale Ayeni. As usual, we'll bring into you the event that has happened, the event that will be happening, and the event that will happen like today in the world of sport. But my co-presenter, Ushola Olujide, is a bit under the weather today, but I'll not be in the show today alone. We have a big fish in the house, a former Nigerian international. But for now, we'll take a breather, we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, I will introduce my guest, and we kickstart the show in earnest. Don't go nowhere. Hey, welcome back. In case you're just joining us, it's still the Sport Hour show on your superstation, and you can actually follow us on our social media platform and also call on the show. The numbers and also our social media platform are in your screen right about now. So our guest today is no other person than the Super Eagles coordinator, and he also is the chairman of the Bauchi State FA Football Association. That is talking about Mr. Patrick Pascal. It's good to have you here today, Mr. Patrick.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. How have you been doing?
Yeah, everything is good.
Okay. So we'll go to our first story. We're talking about the women's football. Well, the 2022 AFCON qualifiers, where our own Super Falcons has been drawn against the Black Queen of Ghana in the first round. It has been that most of football pundit, that is football journalists also, they have said the Super Falcons has been drawn against the Black Queen of Ghana in the first round of the qualifiers. Is this the plot by the CAF to actually, remove top countries ahead of the Women's Nations Cup?
If you follow what is happening, in the women's football in the world, more especially in Africa, you find out that I think Ahmad is the one that changed the mode of qualification, towards the African Cup and then the World Cup. Because of, you see, some of the other countries, they don't get the opportunity to qualify. And then that one, I think the CAF need to do something. Because of now, in the first round, you put two strong countries in the same pot. Definitely, one is going to be out of the tournament.
Yes.
And then, it's something that CAF, I think they will sit down and do something about it.
Because if you look at the fixtures right there, if we'll actually beat that's talking about the Black Queens of Ghana, we are going to meet the winners of Congo and Egypt. Again. In that particular one. So you see, for me is kind of tricky, because I want to see top countries play tournament and also, qualify for the World Cup?
Yeah, there is a lot of politics in everything, about what they do, like the CAF and even the FIFA. But you see, I told you that some of the countries, small countries like that, they don't qualify. So now they are just changing a method, that they will have opportunity, to qualify. But I think it's not good, for African football. We will go to the tournament with some countries that are not strong, and then that one too, it will reduce the numbers of teams that maybe we want in the future. So putting like in first round, you put the Ghana, Nigeria, and after that one, you go to Congo, and then maybe you
just to cut you short, I beg your pardon, we are supposed to play the winner between Niger and Cote d'Ivoire, and Cote d'Ivoire was a country that actually sent the Super Falcons packing out of the Olympics. So it's going to be tricky. We are going to face Black Queens of Ghana, then hopefully we'll get to pass them. Then we are going to face the winner between Niger Republic and Ivory Coast.
Yeah, now the Super Falcons, they are doing well. But you see, and they have a very good coach now on ground. And then the federation, they are giving them opportunity of international friendly matches, which we are not seeing it before. So the chairperson, even there, Aisha Falade, she's doing very well to make sure that they have a very good opportunity and good preparation towards their competition. So for me, is if they match with any country, to play, I don't see anything. But the only thing is that definitely one of the strongest country will not go. But I don't see us, not going because of for the preparation. Now, I think next month or they have international friendly.
Yes, in USA.
In USA.
Yeah.
So that one will give the coach opportunity. You understand, to see more of even young players, because football now you don't rely on the old players that always they are playing. So you need to inject the young ones so that to get the qualification ticket, in time.
Are you confident with the technical abilities of the Super Falcons? Coach is talking about Waldron.
Yeah, he's doing well. Is doing well. The first thing is, as in for you even to get, the players. If you don't have good players, what will you do? You won't do anything. So if you have the players, and then you have a very good coach, let me tell you something, it's very easy. It's for you to work with them and then make sure that everything is going well. And then for now, this support that the Super Falcons are getting from the federation, you understand, is even far better than before.
The support that Super Falcons are getting from the NFF is far better than before. I hope that support also will be given to our own under-20 team and also under-17 team, talking about the Falconets and the Flamingos, which were also, a group in for their first qualifier game for the Falconets. They'll be playing against the winner between Equatorial Guinea and Central African Republic for the qualification to the under-20 World Cup, which will be hosted by Costa Rica. Do you see us edging either Equatorial Guinea or Central African Republic?
But now the game has changed, whereby you see a lot of good players from all other countries. We started as in the women football when other countries are not even doing anything. But you can see now FIFA, they are kind of trying to motivate the women football in the world. And then even in Africa now, you see, even like now, when you go to some of the Arab countries that are not even participating before, but they give them chance now that they can participate, and then they can wear some dresses that is allowed. So we are not going to find it easy, but we need to try. And then in women's football in Africa, when you mention 3 countries, we are there. So the young ones that are here are the ones that you know, the coaches need to put their head together and invite them and then start training in time. So thank God that even their league, you understand, they just finished Super 6, and then we saw a lot of good young ones that they are doing very well there. So you need to invite them and then give them whatever they want and motivate them, and then I believe we will qualify. Yes,
the Nigeria under 17 team, talking about the Flamingos also, they will play the winner between Congo and Rwanda for a place to, you know, to book their ticket to the under 17 World Cup, which will be hosted by India. That is talking about 2022. So we'll go away from the women football. We head straight to the men football, where a Nigerian footballer that's talking about Kelechi Nwankoli has debunked plans to dump Nigeria for another country. Earlier this week, news actually broke that Kelechi Nwankoli will actually get to dump Nigeria and hope to fancy his chance for him to play for any other country. That's talking about European countries and other African countries. But what do you make of it? Nwankoli, the news came in that he was going to dump Nigeria, but he actually came out he went straight to his official Instagram account and to actually debunk that rumor that, hey, I don't want to play for any other country but for Nigeria. What do you make of it?
Yeah, but for him, you understand, a World Cup winner, you know, and then under 17, yeah, he captained the team, and you know, he's playing very well. For him now to maybe change his eligibility of playing, you know, to another country or something like that is not good, you know, for him. And then, you know, we have a lot of young players. A lot of young players.
No, have we been fair to him? Have we been fair to him? You have called the likes of Chukwueze, you have called the likes of Kelechi.
You cannot be fair to everybody. You know, when it comes to like playing, you can even see if the coach invited like 23-man team, how many players are they going to play? 11 players. So will you put everybody there? No. So you see, the players that now are playing, first you need to check their team that they are playing. You know, the only thing that making maybe they are not inviting him is as in the club.
We know he didn't actually get a work permit to play for Arsenal, and that led him to actually move.
So you know, if to say today, if to say today he's playing in Arsenal, you understand, and then he's doing well. Why Nigerians are going after like maybe Saka? You know, Saka is because he's playing week in, week out.
Of course.
But if you are not playing week in, week out, and then somebody is playing, you should not just put that idea of we play together, we went to school, together with you. No, that one is not in football idea. The only thing is, as in, if you played the junior national team and then now is for you to prove yourself. Chukwueze is doing very well.
But for me, I would say he has actually proven himself. He played in the under-20. He played even on the Olympics team. Has he not actually proved
himself? You know, we are talking about club. You know, national team is okay. You can come, you play for a national team. Okay, do you now want a player that maybe playing for a national team, then when he go to his club, he's not playing? How can you invite that player? You know, so now we have players that are playing week in, week out. And then they are doing very well in their clubs. And the rating of their clubs, you understand, is even high. So if you are playing, you understand, in another league, you need to meet up with the standard.
Okay. You need to meet up with the standard. But for now, we go to our next story. This one is actually coming. We are going straight to England, where our own Kelechi Iheanacho has said, "I have never lost faith in myself." That is coming from a man that has been banging in goals for one certain club in the English Premiership, talking about Leicester City. What do you make of Kelechi Iheanacho, getting that to score goals? This season so far, he has scored about 10 goals in the English Premiership, and he has scored about 15 goals in total.
No, but for me, let me tell you something. Even before, I don't lost hope in in Kelechi Iheanacho, because he's someone that even play the junior national team and won, you understand, the golden. You will see him, his finishing is there. But you know, maybe that time is having one or two, you know, problem. That one, it happened to everybody. And then now you can see him, you understand, and then doing very well. He has confidence. When he hold the ball, you know that yes, he has regained now his confidence.
Did you think his absence at the African Cup of Nations in Egypt in 2019 was the reason behind the force of him, you know, getting back to his feet?
No, you know, Kelechi, let me tell you something. If you check even the time that he left Manchester City, you know, it's not easy for you, you know, when you are in a big team, you know, and then everybody is expecting, you know, so much from you. And then later the coach, you know, just decided that, okay, I want to use some players ahead of this player. You know, even that one can bring some players, you know, down. But going to Leicester City, you know, he has endured, and then following them, you know, and he did not kind of put himself under pressure. But every time, you know, we are kind of communicating with him. We always communicate with him and then tell him that, you know, he has to take things easy, and then he is a good player. You're supposed to believe in yourself. And then now, you know, everything is showing. Because of, you know, if you check the players that they score, you know, within how many months in Europe, you understand, Kelechi Iheanacho is inside, and he is doing very well.
Going forward, what would be your advice for him to actually, you know, keep this momentum going forward?
Is to maintain, you know, his display. You know, now most of the players, they are not growing younger anymore. So when you are growing older, you need to maintain, you understand, discipline in everything you do. Because you see, like now, Kelechi Iheanacho, even we will not say he has reached his peak. You know, is when player like now Ronaldo, then Messi, they have reached their peak. Because you are not expecting anything, you know, to see, you know, from there than what they are doing. But Kelechi now, you know, every time is proving, you know, his critics that yes, I am here and I can still do it. So, you know, for me, you know, it's for him to maintain that discipline and a very good hard work in that he's doing.
Okay, Kelechi Iheanacho, you've heard it. You have to, you know, maintain your discipline and your hard work. You have to be dedicated in what you do. But we'll go straight to another story where Victor Moses is set to quit Chelsea on a permanent deal. Yes, we know that Victor Moses right now, he plays for Spartak Moscow at the Russian league, and he is set to actually, you know, quit Chelsea for him to, you know, join Spartak Moscow on a permanent deal. Do you think it's a good move for Victor Moses?
Yeah, a player when you have a rest of mind in a club that you are playing, and then the team is doing well, and for now Victor Moses going back to Chelsea, you know, with this coach, maybe the coach will not even use him. So for him, you know, playing there, you know, he has rest of mind, and then everything is going okay for him. I think is a very good and wise idea.
But don't you think Victor Moses can actually, you know, break into this setup that Thomas Tuchel is having in Chelsea right about now?
You know, the problem is that when the coach wants you to play, definitely the coach will invite you. Now Thomas Tuchel, you know, that he's there. What happened? He came and made the team that Lampard, you know, put it together there, and then he just changed, you know, the system, and then you know, psych the players, and then the players are playing well. But definitely at the end of the season, you will hear that he want to drop some other players and bring some other players. Yeah. So, but for me, if Victor Moses, you know, he's in his own plan, you know, it will be very easy for him, because if he invite him, definitely he will use him. But now, you know, they have changed how many coaches, and then you are playing very well in your club, and then the only thing is, as in, is for him, you know, to stay there.
Yes, Victor Moses so far in 18 appearances for his club, he has scored 3 goals, and he has also contributed about 2 assists for the Russian team in this ongoing Russian league. So we go to next story, which is also talking about one of the Super Eagles striker, which is Victor Seme. Is now a key player for and Napoli for Gattuso's side. Do you think he's a key player, or he's just coming up to be a key player?
You know,
Napoli?
Most of these players, you know, except you are not following them very well. Victor Osimhen, you know, is someone that, you know, won the World Cup too. And then what happened? He did very well.
Of course.
You know, when you did very well, you know, in youth football, definitely, you know, what people are expecting. That's why, you know, at times, even people are asking, like, kind of, okay, we won under 17, we won maybe, you know, some junior tournament. Why are we not doing well in the World Cup? Because you see, if you are doing well today, what I'm expecting is to see you tomorrow, you know, doing very well somewhere. So Victor Osimhen, even the time that you know, he make that transfer, you know, to Napoli, and people are saying that Victor Osimhen, you know, that football there is not going to be easy. But I tell you, I even told other people that this boy is a very good player. You know, when you allow him, you give him small chance. Let me tell you something. The only thing you will hear is that the ball inside your net. The back of the net. He don't know anything than, you know, scoring. And you know his movement, and you see he has got you know, small problem, injury here, you know, coming back. But what happened? Now he's doing very well in his club, and then that's what makes us happy when we are seeing our own, you know, doing very well in various clubs. That give you, you know, the kind of mind that yes, the future is very bright for Nigerian football, and we are very happy, you know, seeing all these young players that now they can play for a decade, you know, for Nigeria.
Yes. Just to let our viewers know, Victor Osimhen has made 22 appearances for Napoli, and he has scored 10 goals. Do you think it's very good for a striker to make 22 appearances and score 10 goals?
What of the goalkeeper? What of the attackers that they do 30 appearances without even scoring 3 goals?
So you actually give him a pass mark?
That one is a pass mark, and then you consider the corona issue. At the time that he came back, you know, having problem, got injured even in our match, you know, that he went again, and then the other matches, you know, he has problem, and then other things, and then try to score this goal in Italian league. It's not easy.
It's not easy. Okay, let's look at Kelechi Iheanacho. Let's look at Victor Osimhen. And let's look at a certain Paul Onacho, who has scored 32 goals in this season.
Yeah.
Who will you pick to be the Super Eagles striker?
Yeah, but for me, you know, now Nigeria are using Victor Osimhen, you know.
Yes.
Nigeria are using Victor Osimhen. And then Kelechi Iheanacho has name, you know. You see, Paul Onacho is doing very well. He's a very good player, but he has no grassroots, you know, background that will back him up, that you will say that he has done this in under 17, he has done this in under 20.
Yes.
Victor Osimhen, under 17, under 20, under 23. And Kelechi Iheanacho, you understand, is someone that you know that you know is a very good player. The only good thing, you know, about these 3 players that we have now is, as if one is not ready, the other one will play, and that's the very good idea, you know, of having them now, and then they are doing very well. So any one of them that you pick, you know, to play, I tell you, you will have rest of mind that yes, I'm expecting a good result from this person. Are
you confident that with the likes of these players, the future of Super Eagles is secured?
What do we want? Do we need now, you know, is when they are not playing well, we will have a good future, you know, on them? No. You know, now, if you watch, every time when they are playing, what is happening? Even you, the journalists, you don't make too much noise now about them, criticizing them, you know, because of their even silence you people small.
Of course.
You know, because of what? The performance.
It's the performance,
that's it.
Of course.
But if the performance is not there, you know, definitely people will be arguing. And then see the 3 of them. All of them, they contributed a lot in our AFCON qualifier.
Yes, of course.
They have done very well. You know, Paulo Enacho, you know, we went, you know, to Benin.
Yeah.
How many years they did not lost match there?
Of course.
He scored. Victor Osimhen, you know, how many times, you know, he has contributed.
Okay. Yes.
Kele Enacho, you know, there, how many. So, you know, these 3 players, definitely, you know, if the coach decided maybe he's going to use 2 players and then maybe one
on the bench.
Yeah, but I don't think, you know, now we have a problem, you know, of saying like kind of which person are we going to use, you know, is the person that is fit and the coach want to use.
Of course, you have to be fit at all times so that you can able to get a call up from the coach of the national team at all times. But let's take a break from football right now. Let's go to the slamming and dunking game, which is a basketball. We have here that Cameroon has been chosen as a country to host the FIBA Women's Afro Basketball tournament that we will be coming up later this year. We know that our own, talking about the Tigers, are the defending champion in the African scene, and they have also qualified for the Tokyo Olympic Games will be coming up later this year, that is talking about in July. But let's just talk about basketball. I know you like basketball. I get to watch some of your videos you post online about basketball. Do you see our own basketball getting to where the likes of the US, the likes of Spain, the likes of Greece in the nearest future?
But you know, now, you know, we dominated Africa.
Yeah, of course.
Basketball. And then the Tigers, you know, if you watch them, see them, and they have a lot of exposure and they are doing very well. So now any country that is meeting us, you know, we are not a pushover. Definitely we are not a pushover. But I tell you, they are doing very well, and then most of the players, you know, they are living in Europe and playing in a good clubs. So it's very good, and then now, it's for them, you know, to keep that momentum, and then they are doing very well.
Okay, let me just bring our viewers in just to let you know that yes, you can also, you know, call in and also send in your contribution via our social media platform and also on the number on your screen right about now. The question for today is between Kelechi Iheanacho, between Victor Osimhen and also Paul Onacho. Who will you pick to actually, you know, lead the Super Eagles attack? Now we go straight to athletics. Well, the Nigerian Athletics Federation of Nigeria has will actually host a heart selective congress in Kebbi State. This was confirmed via a communique that was signed by the president of Athletics Federation of Nigeria, that is talking about Ibrahim Shehu Guso, has stated that the election will actually come up on June 14 at Kebbi State. Yes, some of our athletes have qualified for the Olympic Games, and we have some also hoping to qualify for the Olympic Games. Do you see us, you know, getting to win any medal in athletics?
Yeah, with good preparation, you know, if you check as in before, we are doing very well, and now most of them, they are even living in Europe, so they have the facilities, everything that we are expecting, you know, much from them. So for me, you know, the ones that are there, you know, if they are given a good motivation, you know, everything, and then the crisis even within the federation, you know, is settled, then definitely we will have a good outing.
Yes. Nigerians actually know that Atlanta 1996 was our best outing when it comes to the Olympics, and you also were part of that team that actually won the Nigerian gold medal for the football event. Do you think our own team Nigeria that we have right now can actually surpass that performance that you guys had during the 1996 Atlanta?
You know, most of the problem we have now is as in the good ones. Look at Bahrain. If you watch Bahrain, you understand.
Yes, of course. They have a lot of Nigerian athletes.
So why? So you have very good, you understand, and then what are they doing there? They are winning medals.
You know, them at the World Championship.
Yeah, World Championship. They are doing very well. So now you build, you know, an athlete, you know, and then later you find him nowhere. Why? Because of, at the end of the day, you know, now the athlete is thinking about, you know, what will I do and what did I have? You know, if I keep on, you know, going up and down, and at the end of the day, something happened to me, who is going to help me? So, you know, that mentality is inside of all those athletes. Now, if you check, how can, you know, in a country like Nigeria, you know, athletes are running from here to other small countries, and they are paying them very well. So why don't we bring them back, you know, and then pay them well, motivate them, and then definitely we'll be expecting something. But in that athletics area, most of them, when they train very well, and I don't know how, you know, they do their own transfer, you know, from maybe this country to another country. Because you will just see someone, you know, participated from big competition, and then later you just see him, you know, in other country. So, you know, I think, you know, they have to do something very, you know, they need to do something there which will bring other athletes, you know, that they have gone to other places to come back. If we don't do that, man, how can you get medals? You train someone for almost how many years, and then that person is doing well, doing very good, doing well in some competition in the world, and then just you just open your eye, the person is not there.
Of course, we just have to, you know, increase our welfare package that we give to our athletes. We just have to tell them, yes, we have your back, since you also you two also have the back of the country. Also, our athletes are currently in the United States. They are trying, you know, to seek a qualification to the Olympic Games. That is talking about LA team. Hopefully, they should actually, you know, get to qualify for the relating when it comes to Olympic. News just reaching us right now that the Senior African Athletics Championship scheduled to hold in Algeria in the month of June has been postponed due to the coronavirus, and hopefully it is going to be a very big blow for Nigeria, because that competition, we're supposed to go in for that competition and hope that our own relay team can actually, you know, pick qualification for the Olympic game. But sadly, that competition will not be happening. So we go away from athletics, we go straight into tennis, where Serena Williams has crashed out of the Italian Open on a 1,000 career game. She lost to Nadia Podoroski yesterday at the Italian Open. Do you think it's all over for Serena Williams? Because we know that she's a nursing mother and she still has to play the game of tennis. Yeah,
she has done very well. You know, that one you can just push her away from that tennis that she is playing. But I tell you, you know, the young ones are coming. Of course. You know, definitely, and then she's aging. So it's not easy for her. And then now, when you are getting to that age, you think about family, you think about so many things in your head. And the young ones that are coming up, you know, they are not thinking of anything. The only thing is that, let me beat this world champion, you know, to make name. You know, but she still, she is doing very well. She's trying. Of course, she's doing very well. It's not only Serena Williams that was defeated. Also, Naomi Osaka was also defeated in that particular match that she played yesterday. Do you think the young ones are actually, you know, getting to see off the old? Yes, of course. Of course, in life, you know, you know, there is time for everything. And I think, you know, when you see you are aging and then someone that is coming up, you know, beating you, well, is you know, when you love the sport, you know, it's very hard to say goodbye. But I tell you, it's not easy. But definitely, the way that you take the battle from someone is the same thing that they will take it from you one day. Of course, the same way you took the baton from someone else would actually, you know, take the baton from you. So we'll go straight to boxing, where we head straight to England right about now, where let Fury, Tyson Fury do the beating.
This is coming from Okoro Dudu, who is a former boxer. He's telling Anthony Joshua that allow Tyson Fury to do the talking while you do your own beating at that particular match that will be coming up 1st of August, 14th of August, I beg your pardon, in the city or in the country of Saudi Arabia. What do you make up of this heavyweight clash between Tyson Fury and our own Anthony Joshua?
Yeah, it's a very good match that everybody is waiting, to see. Fury is someone that he usually like kind of try to provoke you, even before the match, but he's a very good boxer. And then Anthony Joshua is someone that now he's on his own, does his own time, and then is very strong. So many people will go with Anthony Joshua.
Who will you go with?
I will go with my person,
Anthony Joshua.
Yes,
because I've been doing because we saw his performance against Andy Ruiz. So he also his last fight, he get to actually make a knockout in that particular one. So we just want to wish him all the best. He should actually train harder so that he can able to knock out Tyson Fury. We are hopeful that that particular fight will be a mouth-watering clash, which all boxing lovers all over the country will be eager to actually watch that particular fight. So from there we'll go back to the round like that game, talking about football, where one man is coming out to say that I want to play with Cristiano Ronaldo. This is coming from no one else but Neymar Jr. He says he wants to play with Cristiano Ronaldo.
I don't know what he want to. Maybe
he has played with the likes of Messi, and now he has played with Mbappe.
Of,
now he's want to play with.
If you are talking about football, let's say the truth. Neymar, for me, you understand, is someone like that. He want packaging. Is after packaging. He's not even after anything in the world now, because he has too much money. So that one, what Neymar is playing. How can you, someone that now Messi is going, Ronaldo is going, and is
you should be the one to actually
but watch even his match against Manchester City.
So many people.
Someone that is playing up front will come back even to the middle and collect ball. And then from there he will dance. When they kick him, he will sleep there. Wake up. Messi and Ronaldo are not doing this kind of playing. And then now everybody is expecting, after Ronaldo, Messi is Neymar. But I tell you, I don't know even Neymar, what is inside of Neymar mind. I don't know.
Of course, because we have players like Mbappe, who is coming to fill the shoe. We have players like N'Golo Kante. We know he has been doing impressive work for Chelsea. Also, this guy Haaland in Borussia Dortmund, he has been banging goals for Borussia Dortmund. I personally, I feel those will be the guys who actually get to fill in the shoes of Messi and Ronaldo are not Neymar.
No, let me tell you something. Even now, Ronaldo and Neymar, Ronaldo and Messi, I tell you, I don't know why they came, in the same time. I'm telling you, because it's people that run, football
for over a decade.
But now we are just seeing even some players, you understand, 1 year, 2 years, they are not there. So where are you going to find all these players that you mentioned? Nobody is even in their class of football.
Of course.
Even Neymar is not in their class of football.
Yes.
Because of what Neymar is playing is not what people are expecting from him. Mbappe, look, he started very well, youth age, which people are thinking that maybe he will do something well, maybe he will take the shoes of Messi and Ronaldo. But Mbappe too, with Neymar, I don't know, maybe Neymar is making him, to play the kind of football he's playing now. If you watch Mbappe, the time that, during World Cup, and what he's playing now, you will find out that like something is wrong somewhere. But I tell you, maybe they need a very good coach, that will kind of put psych them up, not the coach that maybe will be following, you are Neymar, you are Mbappe, I'm expecting. But I tell you, Ronaldo and Messi, the vacuum now is very wide. You know, it's a very big vacuum between, you know, the kind of football that they play and what we are seeing now. All those ones that you call, nobody that has played, you know, for like 4 seasons.
Consistently.
Nobody.
Yes, our viewers also, just to remind you that you can actually, you know, call in the show. You can also send your messages on our social media platform. Our question today is between Kelechi Iheanacho, Oseme, and also Paul Onacho. Who will you pick to lead the Super Eagles attack? So, still talking about football, we're still talking about Manchester City are the champions of England. They have actually, you know, get to win the English Premiership for the 3rd time in 4 years. What do you make up of them, you know, getting to win the Champions League? Do you see them also winning the Champions League?
Let me tell you something. What is inside Manchester City is not even winning the league. Because of, you know, if you kind of see the kind of players they have, definitely you know, you will give them even edge over all the teams that are there.
But mind you, the Pep Guardiola side started very poorly at the beginning of the season, but they get to a point and they peaked, and that was all. They were in 21 match straight unbeaten. They actually, you know, won all their 21 matches. Do you think something is actually working for Pep Guardiola right now?
What is working there is him bringing the good players around. You know, if you watch maybe most of these coaches, like now, Pep Guardiola will not leave, you know, Manchester City
for a lower club
to go lower club. He will not do that, and he will always go to a club that he will. The money is there that I can buy any player that I want. So what do you expect from him? Result. So for me, they started very poor, but if you check the quality of the players that he has there, you know, definitely they will bounce back. And then winning even the league, you know, in Premiership, for them, for me, it's like kind of their, it's nothing. What they expect to do is as in to win the Champions League.
The Champions League.
Yes. But if you keep on winning, you know, the league there, and you are not in Champions League, you know, what will people say? They are putting their money there. You know, the Champions League, they know that, yes, you are the best in Europe.
Of course, you have to be in best in Europe, and the only way you can be the best in Europe is by you winning the UEFA Champions League. We know that the UEFA Champions League will be coming up, that's talking about the final match, will be coming up May 29 between Chelsea and also Manchester City. Is going to be an all-English affair in the finals. We are also, you know, getting news feelers that Turkey, which was supposed to be the venue to host the Champions League final, there are rumors that the Champions League final will be moved from Turkey to England, where he will be played at the National Stadium, that is talking about the Wembley Stadium. Still talking about the English Premiership and all that is surrounding the English Premiership. Yesterday, Arsenal beat Chelsea to keep their Europa dream alive. So many people are saying, yes, unknown gunmen actually, you know, invaded the Stamford Bridge, and also they get to actually, you know, steal the soap that Chelsea were using throughout the season. What do you make of it? Arsenal, you know, getting to beat Chelsea yesterday away from home at the Stamford Bridge yesterday?
Well, Arsenal this season is as in you can't predict them. You know, where you don't expect they will go and do something, that's where they will go and do something. But for me, you know, it happens in football. But you see, when you are talking about a team, you know, that Chelsea team, you know, they are very, very good team now, and they are very solid. And then the Arsenal, you know, they are just still like kind of struggling. But Arteta is trying, you know. And then that winning yesterday is a very good boost for them, which nobody even is expecting. I don't know, even people that they are betting, you know, they will put their money, you know, for Arsenal. So money, they lost their betting. So you see, this season you can't just predict, you know, Arsenal, like kind of this match they are going to win. No, you can't just predict them. But you see, Chelsea, You know, after Lampard left, you know, when this coach came, there a lot of confidence, and I know even their fans, supporters that they ran away, you know, they have come back because of, you know, when you are losing, definitely the morale will be down. And then you know, yesterday match, but if you see again, how many chances?
Chelsea also.
Yeah,
Arsenal
and then
also.
how the Chelsea played, you know, it shows that yes, they have a team, because of at the end of the day, you know, they are just in the even quarter half of the field there, you know, mounting pressure from left and right. That's to show you that the team is good. But you know, definitely one or two things will happen, and then you see even the goal that they concede,
back pass.
Yeah, back pass, which the goalkeeper, you know,
was off his hands.
Yeah, but
too many
he
people
tried.
actually blame the goalkeeper.
No.
The goalkeeper was not
in modern football. In modern football, you see the goalkeepers, when you want to give them a back pass, it's only by the side because of the, you know, they start the building of the team from, you know, from the defense, and then the goalkeeper is there. He's the one to start. You know, he move, you know, to his left side, you know, to get the ball so that he can initiate the attack from there. Then Jorginho did not look up and see where the position of, and then the goalkeeper even tried, you know, to even save the ball, but you know that they concede that goal. And then, well, congratulations to Arsenal. You know,
giving the hope to play in Europa.
You see, that's one thing.
With that victory yesterday, Arsenal has moved from the 9th position to 8th position on the log, hoping that one of the teams I'm talking about, Tottenham, the likes of West Ham, maybe they will slip for them to be able to qualify for the Europa League for next season. But there's going to be a big game today, which was rescheduled from last week, the game in between Manchester United versus Liverpool. Liverpool actually need a win for them to actually, you know, keep their hope of not playing in the Thursday football that people are used to call it, and for them to actually play in the Tuesday and Wednesday football. That is, they need this win to actually, you know, boost their chances to play to qualify for the Champions League next season. What do you see the outcome of today's game between Manchester United and Liverpool?
Well, you see, when that's why you see, if you check the performance of some teams, you said Barcelona, Real Madrid have done very well in the world of football. You see, they run football and then for almost a decade, you know, and they are doing very well. So now, Liverpool, how many seasons? You know, and then I think it's fatigue that is disturbing the team. Because of, you see, watch them. The first half of the game, maybe about 20-30 minutes, you see them playing very well, and then later you see them, you know, they are kind of very slow.
Don't you think the injuries worry has actually affected
how many players?
The team? The likes of Van Dijk was actually,
but normal.
The likes of Gomez.
That one, you know, that's what we are talking. How many players you signed in a team? You know, if this person is not there, definitely the person that is there is supposed to play very well. And that's what everybody is expecting. You know, now, no Liverpool fans, they are happy with what is happening now. Because you won Champions League, you know, you went where you've done very well, you won the league, and now you are struggling for how many years? You know, nobody is happy. But Manchester United, you know, I think Ole, you know, Ole is doing very well.
With the likes of Edinson Cavani,
no, he's doing very well. Because you cannot compare the Manchester of now and the Manchester that we have been seeing, like, you know, after Ferguson left. You know, they are doing very well. You know, now you can say that, yes, they have a team. You know, the only thing is, as in maybe for you to see some position and pick some other players, you know, let them get used to themselves and God blame. But I tell you, the match today, for me, I think Liverpool, they are under pressure.
Liverpool are under pressure. Okay, because the first leg between both sides ended 0-0 at the Anfield, and today, Mr. Patrick Pascal has said Liverpool are under pressure Manchester United have already qualified for the Champions League.
That's what I'm saying. You know, check the position.
Yes, would be
Liverpool today. They are under pressure because of Manchester United already. They know that yes, next year,
of course,
we are on Champions League.
Of course, other matches that will be decided today will be Everton against Aston Villa. That one will come up before the match between Manchester United against Liverpool. Before we go forward, I just want to ask you some questions about the Bauchi State FA. What are you doing? What programs do you have for the football lovers in Bauchi State?
Yeah, we have a lot. You know, more especially like me, you know, I'm a grassroots person. So my concentration more is on the grassroots. How are we going, you know, to motivate the young ones that are in schools, you know, to know that yes, they can join schools and also playing football. So we want them to know that they are today you cannot concentrate only on football. If football did not work, then you go on the paper, education. You know, that's what we are trying to do, you know, to educate the young ones that are coming. And then we put a structure whereby we will be playing competition, you know, during the time that other schools are on break. You know, that one will give you a very good sight, you know. And then FA is all about grassroots, you know, because you cannot concentrate on the ones that are playing the league. Already they are professional people. But, you know, you need to bring the ones that they don't know anything, you know, to educate them and then let them have a better future. Any
plans to host the Governor's Cup?
Yes, of course. We are waiting, you know, we are just waiting now, you know, the Salah is today, and then tomorrow everywhere is open. So we will start because of the fasting, you know, there. So from there, we know we will take off and then we will start our program, and then playing the Governor's Cup is inside of our mind, and then all competitions, you understand, we will make sure that we put our head together and then we round it out.
Okay, put heads together and develop the run leader game in Bauchi State, coming from Pascal Patrick. So let's just run down some results that happened yesterday at the La Liga, because we know the La Liga is just because teams like Atletico Madrid, teams like Barcelona and Real Madrid are in a strong race to actually win the La Liga title. Yesterday, Sevilla defeated Valencia 1-0. Celta Vigo defeated also Getafe 1-0. We also saw the Diego Simeone men. They won Real Sociedad 2-1 in that particular encounter yesterday. So we move straight to these weekend matches, because we know that there will be a lot of match watching encounter right from the FA Cup final that will be played against Chelsea and Leicester City. Our own man. We have two players that's talking about the Leicester team, talking about Ndidi and Kelechi Iheanacho. They'll be playing a certain Chelsea who are rightly on fire right about now. Who do you see winning the FA Cup?
Well, you know, FA Cup, every time you're 2 + 2 can give you 10. So you don't think that maybe because of Chelsea are kind of doing well, they are in the finals of maybe the Champions League, Leicester City are push over. You know, that's one thing about the FA Cup. If you don't take care, even the lower team will beat you.
We saw Leicester City defeating Manchester United on Tuesday.
So anything can happen, you know, when it comes to FA Cup. I think the only thing is that usually, for me, every time I go with where my players are, you know, if they are in Leicester City, you know, is there. I don't have any player, you know, in China. I don't have. So I go always supporting, you know, where our own players are. But for now, you know, but the truth is that it's not going to be an easy match. It's going to be a very difficult and tactical match, whereby if you did a slight mistake, the other one take an opportunity, is finished.
And it is finished. And we'll go straight to the weekend's fixture. We head straight to the Nigerian Professional Football League, where Heartland will host Katsina United. Akwa Starlets will play. It's going to be a derby in that particular one. That is talking about Dankada FC will play Akwa United. Kwara United also will play Plateau United. Rivers United will play Akwa United will play Schonstein Stars. Adamawa United will play Heartland, and that will be coming up this weekend. So we'll go straight to other matches that will be playing And the Italian Serie A, Fiorentina will host Napoli, Benevento will play Crotone, Udinese will host Sampdoria, Parma will play Osasuna, AC Milan will play Cagliari in that particular one. In the Spanish La Liga, Atletico Bilbao host Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid will hope to beat Osasuna to actually get to win the La Liga title. Barcelona will host Celta Vigo, while Deportivo Alaves will hold Granada, Getafe against Levante, Real Betis will host Osculos, Real Madrid, Real Sociedad will play Real Valladolid, and also Valencia will play Eibar, while Villarreal will host Sevilla in that particular one. Then in the English Premiership, where we are going to see actions. That's talking about the FA Cup finals. We are actually discussed earlier, where Patrick Pascal has tipped Leicester City to actually win the FA Cup. So this is where we are going to draw the curtain for today's edition. We thank Mr. Patrick Pascal for coming on the show.
My pleasure.
For me, I hope you actually enjoyed every bit of today's show. So till we come your way, same time, same station next week, we say enjoy the rest of your day and have a splendid weekend ahead. I am Olawale Ayeni. I say bye-bye for now and God bless.
Now sharing your thoughts on everything and every issue that affects you. ACNN is now streaming, discusses the issues trending and the matters that matter to us all. Join us every Monday to Friday.